Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Samsung dryer door seal. It's going to be a very easy repair and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new door seal. The door seal goes on the dryer door and it's what seals the hot air in the dryer. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's torn or damaged and the air is leaking out. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the dryer door. With the door open, we're going to use our Phillips screwdriver and remove the two screws that hold the hinge in. Once you have the screws out, you can lift up on the door, and once you lift it up a little bit, then you can pull it out. You can set it on a table so you can work on it. Make sure you put a towel down so you don't scratch it. We're going to set ours on top of the dryer. With the door off the dryer, we can set it on our towel so we can take it apart. First thing we're going to do is, if you didn't take these screws out of the hinges, we're going to take those out and set them aside. Now we can go around with our Phillips screwdriver and remove all these screws that hold the door together. When you're removing the two screws for the lever, you want to make sure you set those aside with the lever because they are different than the other ones and you don't want to mix them up. Now that we have all the screws out, we can carefully pop the door in half. We're going to use a small flathead screwdriver and get in between the chrome and gray piece and kind of pop it apart, being careful that you don't scratch anything. Once you have it released, you can pull the two halves apart. Now that we have the door taken apart, we can take the outer door assembly and set it aside somewhere so it doesn't get scratched up. And then we can take the inner door liner and work on it on top of the dryer. We can pull the door seal off. It's just held in a groove, so all you have to do is grab it and pull it off. Once you have it off, you can pull it out of the way. Here's the old door seal next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. In order to put the new door seal in, we're going to turn the inner door liner over so we have access to this lip right here. In order to put the door seal in, we're going to just lay it down in the opening, and you want to make sure that the flat side is on this side and the rib side is on the outside or on the bottom. Once you have the door seal laid down in place, we're going to open it up so this channel is open, and we're going to run that right along this edge of the door. So once you have it peeled back a little bit, you can just stick it on there like that, and then we have to go around the whole door and work that groove on the channel. Once you have it on all the way, you can go around and press it into place to make sure it's secure, and then we can lift the inner assembly out so we can bring the rest of the door back in and put it back together. Now we can set the inner door back onto the outer door. All you have to do is line it up and set it back into place so we can put the screws back in. Once you have it in place, you can just snap it back together. With the door snapped back together, we can put all the screws back in. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver. Remember, the screw with the orange thread tight on it goes right in this hole here. For the lever, remember the screws are different. Make sure you use the same screws that we set aside earlier. Now that we have the door assembly put back together, we can grab the two mounting screws and go put the door back on the dryer. First thing we're going to do is line it up so we can put this screw into this little hole right here where it mounts. So if you have to, you can open up the hinge and then slide it into place. Once you have it hanging there, you can let go. It won't fall off. And then we can grab our Phillips screwdriver and put the screws in to hold it in place. Now that we have the door remounted, we can close it, plug the dryer back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.